Hi, I'm Felix. I'm here to talk to you about program development. I want to start by asking you a question. Which do you think is more important to learn, coding or English? To me, both are important. However, someone thinks coding is more important to learn, and I'll tell you why he thinks so later. My presentation is in three parts. First, I'll start with the advantages of a program. Then, I'll focus on charms. Finally, I'm going to tell you the considerations when designing a program. When it comes to coding, many people always think it's full of advantages. But what's the purpose for which developers design a program? Save time on repetitive tests, earn more money, or make them look cool? No, certainly not. Please look at the selected area. We can glance at the small data, but it takes us more time to read big data like this. Sure, patiently reading data is a way, but we can use a program to quickly parse data. And this is why developers design a program. Now, let's move on to Chance, who thinks coding is more important to learn than English. It's him, Apple CEO. Tim Cook said it's more important to learn how to code than it's to learn English as a second language. Of course, this is not telling people not to learn English, but we can use programming languages to express ourselves to up to 7 billion people around the world. We spoke about the advantages and charms earlier. Let's look at the concern now. The success of a program depends on its particularity and concerned resources. For instance, some functions in flipped class are so nice that users can turn them off with a few lines of code, like this. These are not bugs, but gifts from browsers. Since no one can fix them, well, we now know the particularity of a program is quite important. In conclusion, coding is a new literacy. A program can help us process data without making mistakes. Hence, more and more people are starting to learn coding, especially children, like this. Plus, there are most best developers in Europe and Asia, and developers in Taiwan performed well in database, algorithm, data structure, and functional programming domains. Do you want to learn coding? Get started now. My presentation is concluded. Thanks for listening.